Welcome back, folks, for another great season of The Breakdown. We've been out for a while, but we are back. Let's get to it.
All right, we got a lot to talk about this year.
A lot.
A few new faces, a few people come back, a few people left. We're going to get everybody up to speed on that. We're going to talk about some of our sponsors this year because we got picked up. We got all our contracts negotiated out, and that was the problem last year. You know, everybody was fighting over us.
Plus, the Knuckle Films wanted part of us, but we had to go a different route this year.
Yeah, we had to. It's what we had to do. You know, we got to look out for us in the league. We're trying to expand a little bit with this. You know, reaching
growth is key.
That's right.
Ain't that right, Lee?
Yep.
Sorry. Right, so first, let's go. We got two people gone. We did build the wall, folks. That's right. Trump is president. America. We built the wall.
America.
2, we got rid of the dark nemesis.
Well,
He's out of the group.
It just happens, guys. It just sometimes the ball bounces that way.
But one shitty motherfucker goes away, a new one comes. In fact, shitty and Brown.
Real Brown, actually.
Brown's fan.
From Brown County.
Exactly.
I mean, fuck. How much Brown? I mean, it's almost. I mean, Trump did pull his card just to check. There's so much Brown going on. We did have to check, but he is from this side of the Rio Grande.
Josh, I get it in the ass hammer, slammer, camer.
That's his. It's a lot to say. That's a mouthful.
I thought he was Pollock. Not real sure. Who else is in the league?
New? Oh, we have
a reigning old cheating champ, as we like to call it, the CC.
That's what we like to. Yeah, right. He's better known as the CC. He barely met the height requirement to get in the league, but
to ride at Kings Island. That's why he moved to Florida.
That's why he wears his work boots all the time. So, the extra inch and a half he's got there. That's why. So that's what saved him. But I mean, we're going to let him back in. Hey,
it's easy money,
right? It's an easy thing. It's definitely an easy thing. Unless he don't have his little helper buddy.
Exactly.
This year.
Whose coat is he going to ride this year? Is he going Brokeback style? Will he be with the Mountain Boy?
I mean, he is in Florida
the new champ?
now. He is in Florida now. So you never know with that guy.
Not a
you
bit.
don't ever. I mean, he might. He's been talking a lot about the other bearded wonders beard.
Exactly.
And he does miss Scotty a bit. Mr. Roulette, we're talking about you and your.
And speaking of the beards,
I'm glad you brought that up. Let's lead right into
folks. We got a new sponsorship.
We do.
We're going to cut to them real quick, let you take a look at them, and we'll be right back.
Men's Rogaine Foam. The first and only foam that's FDA approved to regrow hair. It goes on easy and dries quickly. So now, getting your hair back could be the easiest part of your routine. Men's Rogaine Foam. Use it or lose it.
All right, thank you for coming back. So, with the new update in the league, we have a Mr. Richard Cope.
Yes. Recently, a homeowner.
A lot of stress.
Homeowner.
I'm not real sure which one it is. Yeah. All I do know, folks, is he was stressed. That can cause hair loss.
It does.
Oh, let me see. Right here, looking pretty good. Folks, and speaking of that hair loss, we do have a new client that wanted to sponsor us and get us in the big ball things. It's called Baby Don't Be Bald.
Yes, and this was they picked us up because of Mr. Cope. Mr. Cope's been telling everybody how wonderful the product is.
It grows beards.
That's what he says. That's what they claim, and that's what Rick. I think, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Ricky's brother might have mentioned a little bit of something about it too.
Morgan did say something about it. He's even getting the teens into it now. The teens that can't grow beards, they're definitely putting it on their face.
That's how I found out about it. I thought it was moisturizer cream.
Right.
It's not.
Super fucking gay, but it is what it is, folks. He's a millennial. We get it.
Yeah, it happens with these guys. We have. I think are we? Let's bring in Dean.
We have
here.
a guest.
We do have
and
a
another
guest.
guy that's in this league.
Yes, he's in
Mr.
this
Dean
league.
Adams. Welcome.
Welcome. How you doing?
Come
Dean?
on,
How
scoot
you
on
doing?
over, Dean. Here we go.
We'll get in here.
Sorry,
we're gonna have to get a bigger studio for long.
A lot of bigness going on over here.
Now we're gonna Dean having a beard. At one time, Dean, there's probably some pictures floating around of Dean without a beard.
Let's go
I
ahead and
think
take a look.
there are a few.
We have some, and Dean. That's one of the pictures without a beard. Man, that is a good picture.
I mean, look at the hat,
Good
guys.
looking, really good
Look
looking
at the
guy.
tie. Son of a gun.
Looks like he's at the Kentucky
that's
Derby.
Style. That's style right there, folks.
See,
And-
folks, being a part of this new club, Baby Don't Go Bald, Dean is not only a client, but he's a representative.
I am.
Look at it.
But Dean, tell us how you went about getting your beard.
Well, I started using that when I was 17, you know. Had a couple little ones over here, a couple little stragglers down here. And I heard about it, and I started just rubbing it in. Just rubbing it in. And next thing you know, I wake up with this beautiful beard.
Son, it is a beautiful beard.
Luscious.
Thank you.
It is a beautiful beard.
Dean, what do you think's going to happen with the league this year? What's your input on what's going to be the easy teams and what's going to be the hard, tough teams
Well, I think
to go against?
the League South, we're just going to take them over up here north.
It's almost like a north-south divide a little bit.
It is. I feel like we're on the
Bitch.
Mason-Dixon line right now.
It is. It is.
That's true.
So-
It's going to be really cross divided here. But I think at the end of the day, just
But
like
see,
in history,
I mean, they're
the North
kind
won.
of. Would that be? Well, right. That's I mean, if we're just going off of history, they're fucked. But I mean, they're kind of at a disadvantage down there. I
see
mean,
that.
Well, don't make fun of Lee's height. I mean, come on.
well, you got that. Clayton. I mean, we're gonna have to make sure he's got. We're
This
gonna have
guy
to reach
picked
out to his.
a guy that was hurt for his number one first round draft pick.
It was the second round. It was his first was David Johnson, who ended up getting hurt. And then
Auto drafted.
Yeah.
That was right. The auto
But that's right. That's what we got to get to. I mean, you don't even know if he's going to be allowed to play. His wife might just put the stop straight to that. So you don't ever know with that guy.
The control was in her hands sometimes.
It's right. That's what. Yeah, exactly. So and then you got Lee, who I mean, he don't even know if he's tall enough to get on Well, we know he ain't tall enough to
Can
do
he
much.
reach a keyboard? Is the
Right.
real
I don't
question.
think he's
Will
tall
he be
enough to
able to
reach.
get
Right.
to a
If it's on
computer?
his table, he wouldn't be able to. So.
I know he can't fuck with regular sized phones because of the tiny hands, and he needs a tablet.
You got Aaron, who is consistent at times, so he's
But at the end of the day, we know he will fail.
Right. He always
Playoff bound a lot.
and especially now. I mean, last year he wasn't carrying Lee so much. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
It's gonna be
Lee
tough this
wasn't
year.
riding his coattails. You know what I mean? So, but now that he's carrying them all day at work and stuff again, it's going to be hard for Big A to keep up. And then you got Turk, who I mean, it right there shows you how big a fluke last year was. I mean, for the 2 years previous, I don't know if
couldn't beat the Mexican.
I don't
This
he
ain't even
finished-
soccer.
He finished last and second to last, I think, the last two, and then he has he gets lucky as hell with a couple picks and has and yeah, it was just a complete fluke. There's no way that's
I started feeling sorry for him. So I threw a couple games. I had a couple games go south. Not a big deal. Been placing in the top
But you
5.
did whoop his ass, didn't you?
But I did beat him
Yeah, that's what I thought.
on a rainy day.
Yeah,
Wasn't a
yeah.
problem.
Who else have we got?
We got the man up
Roulette.
north. We got one up north, and then we got one that went to. We got a new Panthers fan.
Panthers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Roulette.
Roulette's a Panthers fan now?
I mean, he lives there.
Oh, man.
That's what
Sad.
It's kind of sad.
And
But we do know that-
What did he do last year?
No, I don't think he did much. I mean, he
Did
was
he
middle.
make the playoffs, or is he the one that knocked Ricky out of the playoffs?
I think that was me.
That
Well,
was
it was
definitely
you-
Dean.
you got
It
that.
was
Okay.
Battle of the Beards.
It was the battle of the beards last year. We have that again this year. We got and the new Josh. I mean, the Browns fan. I don't know if he's as good with his memes, or if he's as good with his draft picks as he is with his memes. We could be in trouble.
Could get a little bit hairy, right there.
Could be, but maybe he's
We
using.
got some, yeah, maybe so. Maybe don't be bald.
Don't be bald, folks. And let me tell you something, folks. Just while we're at it, I just need to let you know right now. Since we are part of this organization and we are sponsored by these guys, we're giving discounts. You don't even really need all this. If you want all this and this right away, we got you. for a small price of $19.95. Tell them what we're going to give Mick.
Folks, I'll show you. We'll give you this right here. Fine hair.
Look
It's
at
just,
that, boys.
It's just as good as it gets.
I got a luscious
Right
weed
now. Listen, we
already.
got plenty of them. We got
Put
plenty
a
of
dab
them.
of this, and it's right back. It's right
your
back
goal.
on.
That's a spectacular deal.
And you can't beat
How
it.
long
You
is
can't
this
go
offer
wrong.
going for?
For at least 3 months. The first 3 months, it's till I tell you what, we'll do it for 4 months, and we'll give you some ass hair if you want a good goatee right now.
Yes, and we'll video proof that it is real hair.
Send it to you in the mail.
Ever how you want it. COD,
like-
ever how you want it, guys.
Not a problem, folks.
Yep.
But like I said, all things got to end, just like this video. So we're coming to you next week. We got more topics.
Remember, guys, this is the fucking Thunderdome.
Get ready, bitch.
Be ready.
Fuck off. We're out.